These are the 5 most important knife cuts for home cooking. Nothing fancy, just the cuts you'll actually use. If you want to cook better food without overcomplicating things, knife skills matter more than almost anything else. This first cut is a rough chop, and we're going to be using a red bell pepper. And the goal here isn't perfection, it's consistency. You want the pieces roughly the same size so they cook at the same time, but they don't need to be exact. This is the kind of cut you use when you're cooking at home and you're trying to keep things moving. Get it done, move on to the next task, and don't overthink it. Good cooking isn't about perfect cuts, it's about steady, repeatable habits. The next cut we're doing is a dice, and before I cut anything, I always try to use as much of the product as I can, which means wasting as little as possible. So I try to cut these right at the root, just like this. Then we'll cut these in half, and we'll get the skin off. Good knife work starts with good prep. Clean it properly, take off only what you need, and don't waste what's still usable. For a dice, I start with vertical cuts through the onion, keeping the root intact. Then horizontal cuts from the top, spacing them evenly. And the last cut brings everything together. This is a classic culinary school method, and it works because it gives you even pieces. When everything's the same size, it cooks evenly, and that's the goal here. Our next essential cut is a mince, and obviously we're going to use garlic for this one. So for garlic, I always start with the whole bulb. That means peeling it myself, and yeah, it is a little extra work. But fresh garlic just tastes better than pre-peeled cloves, and way better than that jarred garlic that tastes nothing like garlic at all. So I start by slicing it very thin, then I bunch it all together and I just mince it up. Take your time here, let the knife do the work. Good garlic should smell clean and fresh, not harsh or bitter. For my mince, I don't go extra fine, I just keep it like this. Our next cut is a julienne, and for this one we'll be using carrots. So I always start by peeling the carrots. Even if they look clean, peeling gives you a better texture and a cleaner cut. Next, I trim off the heads, but only what needs to come off. I'm not chopping half the carrot away, I want to use as much of it as possible. Once it's cleaned up, I square the carrot off and cut it into planks. Stack the planks, line them up, and slice. This cut looks fancy, but it's really just organized cutting. The goal is long, even pieces that cook at the same time. And this is for a julienne, but if you were to make these cuts bigger, it would be a bâtonnet, and that would be what you use for French fries. The more you do this, the more natural it feels and the faster it becomes. And again, these cuts don't need to be perfect, we just want to have them consistent. So they don't need to be perfect rectangles, we just want to get them looking good. Our last cut is going to be a chiffonade, and this is one I always slow down for. So start by pulling the leaves from the stems and stacking them neatly. The tighter the stack, the cleaner the cut. You'll end up having quite a few piles of these leaves. You don't want to make them too big because we're going to have to roll them really tightly. Once you pick all your leaves, you're going to roll them pretty tightly together. Don't press them, and then you slice them into ribbons. Let the knife fall through and do all the work. If you rush this or force it, you bruise the herbs. This cut is about control, not speed. And you want to get a really nice, fine cut on these as well. Once it's cut, I like to keep herbs in a slightly damp paper towel. Fold them up, set them in the fridge, and they'll stay fresh until you're ready to use them without drying out. If you're looking to cook better food without overcomplicating things and you want to build real skills in the kitchen, come gather at our table.